Welcome back to Let's Play Penumbra Black Plague. One minor note, I noticed, I just glanced over the previous video a little. I noticed that when I jumped out from behind the desk and ran away from that creature, it had, in a real deep guttural voice, it went, "What? Who are you?" That, slightly concerned by the fact that it was just as confused by my presence as I was its presence. I'm also worried that it was going to beat me over the head with something if I didn't run away, so I'm not giving it a chance to kill me. This better not be a Silent Hill thing. Everything's a hallucination and I'm the real monster. But anyway. Sneak up, open the door now. I really don't want to go through this door. If this stronghold is anything like as elaborate as the security I was in for an experience, I didn't know what to expect, but I was getting used to that. I guess that's one advantage to the Let's Play, is I can't, it forces me to keep moving, even if I don't want to. Ooh. Oh, wow. I love that lighting. That light, it doesn't seem to be natural. No, but it's beautiful. It stops oddly, but aside from that, that is beautiful lighting. Oh, hang on. Is that more of that goop? I meant that gaseous substance, whatever, from the last game. Who is it? Welcome to the shelter. Another fuse box. This one seems to be broken. Can't be any worse than the last one I broke. Oh lord. Do I have to worry about giant worms too? At least I can use drainage of sorts. Paintballs. Batteries. See, that's the sort of thing I thrive off in just random physics, random interactable physics. Pick up a box, and hidden behind the box is an item. You're too late. Sorry. We packed up and left today. It's been 6 months. You're too late. Sorry. I can't get over that. It's been 6 months since we established this stronghold, and a year since we released the Turngate virus. I think it's actually Turngat, but either way. Clearly there's no one coming to rescue us. We took a vote and decided to head for the old mine shafts that the installation was built over. Right towards the start of the Troubles, one of the scientists got out that way. We haven't heard back from him, but you never know. The vote was 8-3 in favor. It means 8-4 and 3 against. Anyone returning to this point, I suggest you do the same. There couldn't be more than a few more survivors out there even now, and more of our number are disappearing, losing it, or getting infected. You can make it out via the sewers, then into the shafts. Eventually we'll all have to find a way up, and through the ice. We may die of cold, but it's better than what happened to Gray. The only person that may still be out there is Howard, kind of our leader. He left base a few weeks ago, and that's part of what's led us to this. He'd converted the kitchen into an office and was translating some old text when he claimed to have found a way to counteract the disease. I guess he didn't make it. Amabel Carlito, sous chef. Ooh, the sous chef. Oh, this is the cafeteria, I guess. That makes sense. Because why wouldn't it be locked tight? Oh, hang on, I wonder. Barrel is drenched with gasoline. Just had a fun physics moment. If flipping the switch sends out sparks, can I ignite stuff? Yay, fire. Finally some warmth. Not worried about the fire then? Okay. I love the flame particles, it's really well done. Oh, hang on, there's a sprinkler head over there. Can I trigger? Can I trigger something with that? Yes. and due to safety protocols that forcibly unlocks doors. Which may or may not be a good thing in my position. I'm kind of afraid to look at any doors now for fear that one of those goobers is on the other side. Whispering again. Ooh, can I? Yes. Is there anything in here? If there's anything in there, I probably just got its attention. Yeah. Ketchup. Somebody loves ketchup here. I've now got a rule about throwing every bottle of ketchup I find. Oh, who am I kidding? Just break everything. Tasty flakes. Tasty flakes. Unlike the competitors' non-tasty flakes. Whoa. What is this? Not sure what this is. Some kind of weird statue. It almost looks like a collector's item. Yeah, I didn't know I could pick that up. I mean, I didn't know I could put it in my inventory yet. I figured I'd just pick it up and carry it. Unpleasant odor is coming from the drain. I bet it is. Well, there's no severed heads in the there's no severed heads in the oven, so that's always a good sign. Gimme. Flashlight. There we go. I'll put the painkillers up there. I'm gonna put the collectibles down there. Okay. The shelter. Ooh. My research has uncovered something fascinating. Time and time again I warned Overseer Frisk that I needed time to perform a full textual analysis before my translation be considered complete. He went ahead with the excavation anyway, and now he's paid the price. The facility's security level is high enough that no trace of it exists beyond the confines of these walls. Not even the archaic central cast has records of its location. In fact, the only link to this place is in the outside world is the notes I left behind many years ago. However, since the virus was released over 1 year ago, no rescue attempts have been made. Not one person has tried to enter the facility. Just before the virus was released, I sent a message out to someone I could trust. I can only assume that my son Philip has received the note and done as I asked. No matter what happens down here, at least I can rest easy knowing no trace remains of this place, that these secrets will stay buried here. What that's referring to, and yes, that was written by Howard, his father. The note Philip was sent said to destroy the evidence. Instead, Philip took the evidence and followed the breadcrumb trail to find himself here. So that's kind of curiosity there. I've learned over the years never to put too much weight on any one discovery, but the information I now hold is vital not just to our survival, but the future of our species. First thing in the morning, I intend to call on the volunteers to set out into the infected areas of the shelter. No one will come, but I shall ask all the same. I'll make a move for the library research station first, then it's all unknown variables. After that, I shall simply have to put my faith in this discovery. If I am wrong about this, I will barely make it through residential. To think I left my family for this place, for this organization, which is more horrible, that I have sacrificed something so dear, or that I do not regret it for a second. Howard Lafresque, Chief Translator. No CD. Of course. Oh, I have a CD.
Welcome to Shelter Research Station, Greenland. Shelter is an almost entirely self-sufficient installation, built in the 70s to further serve the purposes of the archaic elevated caste in their pursuit and defense of ancient knowledge. As a new member of the facility, there are some basic rules you should be aware of in order to be useful to the Archaic. Shelter provides living facilities, including a mess hall, gymnasium, and medical bay, in addition to the stipulated array of laboratories, chemical and biological, workstations, excavation equipment, and security. Please use the former at your leisure, but expect to be assigned to the latter with a moment's notice. Second, due to the nature of our work here, should you feel in any way ill, lightheaded, or otherwise mentally incapacitated, do not report to the medical facility. Fasten yourself securely to whatever solid object may be available, attempt to seal all connecting doors, and await retrieval by our trained professionals. In a worst-case scenario, be prepared to swallow your personal cyanide capsule, which will be issued after this briefing. The Archaic hates to lose its treasured staff, but it may be for the good of the operation. We know you will enjoy your work with us.
Not worrying at all. Welcome to Shelter Research Station, Greenland. Shelter... Oh, okay. Never mind. That's a text version of the thing that was just said. Good. I don't have to read all of that. Password changes. I think I need door 236. 1167? Yes! I want to actually type it too. Yes. And a thing. Touch the thing. There's something reassuring about that feeling, like I've got one less thing to worry about. Is that a joke about it being a save point, or is that a joke about it stealing away part of him? Timeline of events. Oh, there we go. Lead mine opened. Chemical deposit. World War II. Lead mine convert. Yeah, that's the military part from the start of the first. War II ends. Ancient artifact. Lead mine shut down. Malformed fauna, giant worms, gray rockworm. That's the when the guy went crazy and blew up the place. Archaic becomes aware. Construction begins on the shelter. If you want to read all this, you're welcome to pause it, but a lot of it is just miscellaneous. Investigation of Turngat Tomb, scheduled by Chief Overseer Wilbur Frisk. I just really hope that, you know, touching stuff. I just don't want to open a door and one of them things be on the other side just grinning at me. So what was the point in opening that door anyway? Oh! Well, hello there, giant hole in the ground. Someone clearly dug. Dug. Is Dick dug down here? Passage caved in long ago. Well, he did say we'd be sneaking into the sewers. We need Octodad to squeeze through this grate. So quick, somebody turn on the Octo signal. Hey, a slug. The sewers seemed like the only route out, but it wasn't out I wanted anymore. My father had found something, and I needed to know what. Without that, everything would have been for nothing. Oh, delightful. The area I just came from is now blocked off. We're at the 14-minute mark, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it here, and I will see